The Obama deception is about who the real Barack Obama is, not the right-wing version or the left-wing version. We cut through all that. We show who's financing the lies he is told and what his real agenda is. The Obama deception will be the first major documentary put out after his election that is critical. All the right-wing guys are still making films about, is he really from Kenya or is he a communist? We're not touching any of those red herrings, whether they're true or not. We don't know, we can't prove it. We do know he lied about keeping troops in Iraq and Afghanistan. We do know he lied about warrantless wiretapping. We do know he lied about shutting down camps. We do know that he lied about getting rid of NAFTA and GATT and is now expanding it. And so this film is about Obama being a puppet, who he works for, and then we get past the puppet to the real agenda of his controllers. Barack Obama is controlled by offshore banks. This film details how they bankrupt the world economy, how they control the currencies of the planet, and how the bankers want to destroy the economy so they can buy everything up for pennies on the dollar. That's why the Obama deception is so important, because it gives you the master plan. It gives you the big overarching agenda, so you understand how the world really works and where this planet's going. And it gives you, the viewer, the choice to be kind, to be a sucker by the Republicans, the Rush Limbaughs on the right, and by the controlled left, the Obamas, or whether you want to finally break the spell, break the paradigm, and realize they're all bought and paid for, and the real enemy are these private banks running these giant Ponzi schemes. Because I know the elite's corrupt. I know they're evil. I know they've lied. I know they assassinate leaders. I know they're doing all these horrible things, that they're totally ruthless. And I just want the people to look at the information that I've discovered, the information that's open and public for all to see. We've had this seamless transfer of power from George W. Bush to Barack Obama, like they're relay runners. And George Bush rounds up perfectly and hands off the baton, and Obama, the superstar, grabs it, and he's now sprinting towards the goal to bring in the New World Order, to bring in the global tyranny. And the public's cheering him. They believe he's going to defeat the elite, the evil corporations. He's been billed as this socialist who's going to give all this money to the people. Meanwhile, it's $9.7 trillion to foreign offshore banks and a few $100 billion to the people, giving the dog a bone, bringing in more federal control. We've got to desperately stop him and the globalists before they get to the finish line. And we've got a good chance of doing that because the globalist agenda is unpopular with the left wing, the right wing. It's unpopular all over the globe. Massive resistance to the globalist agenda has been rising everywhere. This film is about Obama being a puppet, who he works for, and then we get past the puppet to the real agenda of his controllers, which is a one world government. I mean, they have bankrupted everything by design. This film details how they bankrupt the world economy, how they control the currencies of the planet, and how the bankers want to destroy the economy so they can buy everything up for pennies on the dollar. That's why the Obama deception is so important. Break the spell, break the paradigm, and realize they're all bought and paid for, and the real enemy are these private banks running these giant Ponzi schemes who have to bring in martial law, who have to bring in a tyranny. Because when the public finds out they've had their entire futures robbed, when they find out that a total tyranny has been brought into place, they are going to get so angry, the elite has to bring in the police state. They have to put regular army troops on the streets. They have to have FEMA camps. They have to get rid of habeas corpus and have secret arrest, because the public is going to be in open revolt, and the government admits they're gearing up to use the military against the American people. Now we have to stop screwing around and stop living in denial and face the facts. So I only ask people out there to please watch the Obama deception, to take notes and to research what I've said, and then when you find out I've told you the truth, do whatever you think is best. Wake up whoever you can. Go speak at your city council, call Congress, whatever. Just please watch the film and find out you're being suckered and being scammed.